we are going to learn types of lines. First type of a line is continuous line. The symbol of this line is like this. There are two types of continuous lines. Is continuous line thick, and second one continuous line thin. This continuous line thick is used to visible the edges or outlines of any kind of objects, like this continuous lines. This is nothing but a continuous line thick. Sometimes we have to use a projection lines to draw a left hand side view or right hand side view, and for that purpose we have to use the projection lines, and these projection lines are drawn very lightly and thinly, and that's why this line is nothing but the continuous line thin, and another one is continuous line thick. Line is dimension line. This dimension line is nothing but the part of a continuous line thin, but I have taken this line is different type of a line. There are different types of lines, dimension lines. This is a one type of a dimension line. Another one is the length of this arrow should be 5 mm, not more than that, and the width of this arrow is up to 3 mm. Generally it is taken 2 mm. These dimension lines are used to give the dimensions of the object in the drawing sheets. Third type of a line is center line. We can draw it like this. The length of this first big dot is 5 mm. Length of this small dot is 2 mm, and the space between a small dot and a big dot is 2 mm. This center line we can say as a symmetric line also. Suppose this is an object or this is a square, and I have to draw a center line. Means the center line moves in the center of this object. Due to this square is divided in two parts, but in a symmetrically. That's why I can say this type of a line as a symmetric line also. Number 4, that is dotted line. Or I can say dashed line. The symbol of this dotted line is like this. Whenever I am going to draw a three-dimensional view of any object, but some edges or some portion of that 3D view I cannot visualize. But the showing of that edges is most important, and for that purpose I should have to draw a dotted lines. Suppose this is a cube. This face and this face I can see by my eyes, but this edge and this face, these are not visible to my eyes, and for that, but I have to show this is a cube, and for that purpose I have draw these lines as a dotted lines. It means that the availability of the edges are there, but that edges are not visible to our eyes. Number 5, zigzag. The symbol of this zigzag line is like this. Where we have to use this one? Suppose there are some limitations or interruptions to view any kind of object, and for that purpose we have to use this zigzag line. Like here, it means that we are breaking this object here to show the continuous 1000. Here the object have length of 1000, but I have some interruptions to show total object in my drawing, and for that purpose I have break this object with the help of this zigzag line. I can say this type of zigzag line I can say as a break line also. The another name is break line also. Another name of this zigzag line is break line, or that is chain line. One big line or big dot, two small dots, again big dot, again two small dots, like that. The chain line. This chain line generally we are going to use in a civil engineering survey. That is section line. This section line is similar to center line, but at the end we have to show the direction of viewer. In which direction the viewer is looking that object. Suppose this is a plan of a square and I have to draw a section line. I have to draw a section line of this object or a square. The direction of viewer is upwards. This section line cuts this square at some distance, and this is nothing but the section line. It means that whenever I am going to draw a section at AA, then the visualizer or viewer can see only this part of this square in elevation.